We've had speakers here on numerous different topics who all go back to the whole issue of feeding the world. We've had the Brazilian Minister for Agriculture in here telling us she was going to feed the world. We have the US Secretary of State saying the US is going to feed the world. We now have the Commission telling us that we have increases in population inevitably coming down the line and we've got to feed the world. Why can't we work on a system where we feed ourselves? Because that would surely make more sense. And what happens if the Brazilian Minister and the US Secretary of State all go gung-ho down the road of feeding the world, and we do it as well? Well, we're going to end up with a massive excess. Is there any coordination on it? Or is this really about feeding the world? Because I don't actually believe that. I don't think the European Union is there to go out and feel sorry for people and feed them. It should be. Maybe it should be, but I don't think this is about greed, an increase in production and trying to make more bucks for people, everyone bar the farmer. So I'm just wondering, like, where does this idea come from that we've got to feed the world? And it's brought into absolutely every topic here because I have to say I question the sincerity of it.
Mr. Flanagan.
Just first want to say, in the 2 years I've been coming here to David McNaughton, that's as good a presentation as I've heard. It was really interesting, learned a lot, and you're very passionate about it. Well done, keep it up. I'm just curious the way people here, and hopefully you can educate me, move from soya to other proteins and go like, well, there's one protein and there's another protein. And it's kind of a bit like saying, well, petrol is a liquid and water is a liquid. Sure, they're kind of the same. And my point is that there are legumes and there are proteins you can grow that don't have a very big range of amino acids. Some are missing in some areas, some are available in other areas. But a lot of the talk here today, and maybe I've missed something, seems to be that, oh, sure, just grow another protein, when it might not actually contain what you need, whereas soya does have a very wide spectrum of amino acids. I'm just curious, would lupins, which you've turned me into a fan of today, would they be one of them? Or is there a comparable out there to soya that can actually do that? Just curious about that.